Hi friends, I am Pawan and I am working as a data scientist. It's a small introduction about me. Uh, Before that, I just want to show my website and the content details. This is digital IT training. If you want any queries, just contact this number, and also this is the mail ID regarding to that. If you want any content details regarding to the data science, just go to your training and click on to the data science and machine learning. You can find the content related to that, what I am going to teach, and what are the subtopics in that data science, and also what we deal in the Python, what are the major things, and related to the artificial intelligence, what are the machine learning algorithms we are going to deal with. This is a small introduction about the content what we are going to deal, and if you want to have any queries, and if you want to register for this course, just go on to register now and type your name and email ID and select and drop a submit button for us. Okay, let's get on to the course. Yeah, simply when we heard the name of data science first, uh, the what we get is it's a very burning topic right now. Yep, is it correct? Yes, wherever we go and wherever scenario in the market, data science is a current burning topic. Why this much of hotness came to the data science? Okay, let's have a look what is data and what is science and why we get this much of hype. Okay, let's see. Let's first see about the data. Before going to that, I just want to clear objective. In this session, I just give what is meant by data science and clear the basic questions of machine learning, learning of data science. Okay, why we need to learn data science? We have a lot of questions. Whether it is a good career objective for us, for a fresher it is good, for a experience for it is it good, or if I don't know anything about IT, whether I can go and take the data science or not. Like that questions I just want to clear in this session, and also a little dive into the machine learning concepts. How this machine learning I just want to take into a little dive into that. Okay, let's see. As we know, data and science. Here we have two words, data and science. Let's see what is meant by data. Okay, when we see for example, I just want to data is a different data comes from a different sources. For example, transport, geological, and natural, mathematical, and statistical. These are all the resources of data. Okay, how for example, let us take a concept of transport. For example, if you take, when we are traveling from a one place to another place, what we usually buy, we buy a ticket. In that ticket we have when when you started, and where you started, and where you need to go. Okay, all that information, which bus you need to you get in, bus number, driver details, all that information, we call that information. We call that information as a data. Okay, if you see in the daily life of us, a huge amount of data is generated around us. Okay, this data, what we will do science on top of that. Okay, it is simply when we study in our childhood days what is meant by science. It is a structure. We just take some experiment, and we just take some solutions and mix up and do some experiments and do some analysis on top of that, and we will see what is the resultant output we will get. The same thing we will do. We will collect some data and we will study the data, and we will get to know what is the behavior of the data, and we will apply some algorithms to work the data individually without the help of the human. That's where the artificial intelligence will came into the picture. Okay, it's a data and science. Okay, when we combine this together, we call this as a data science, a simple definition. Okay, uh, and came up with the questions. what a data scientist will do. If you get a job and if you get on to a some other company, what the basically data scientist will do? Okay, firstly, the data scientist, simply on the name itself, he deals with the data. Okay, in a company, if you take a company like Amazon, Amazon has lot of customers. Okay, daily they have thousands and thousands numbers of customers registering, and also right now they have a lot of customers. From that data, we collect the data from the whatever the customer database, and from that we use to clean the data. Okay, what is meant by cleaning is simply, uh, if you take some customers, if I give a register form for you, fill it that form. If I say fill it that form, somebody fill in a different manner and somebody will fill in a different manner. For example, if I give a column like tell about yourself in that registration form, somebody will type some I'm something, I'm doing something. Somebody simply leave that column like that and did not fill anything. Okay, if you want to do any analytics, first we need to have a something to do. I mean, it cannot be empty, it cannot be null. Okay, you need to fill something there. Okay, here the data, in the data preparation we usually do is filling the nulls, cleaning of the data, and also if the data is not in a proper manner, it is not in a proper manner, we just use the normalization techniques. Okay, all these techniques we will do here, and then we came on to the exploratory data analysis. Simply, almost the 30 to 40% of the data solution or company solutions from the data is came from this exploratory data analysis. What we will do, we will plot some graphs, or we will plot from pie charts. From that we will conclude that what is going on from the data. Okay, for example, let's have an example mm, of a food app like Zomato. If you see the Zomato, if you are go every day at 8 a.m. you are going to buy something at the Zomato, one day you just stop buying that thing. Okay, at that point of time, you will get a message from the Zomato. Why you were missed today? What happened to you? We have a good offer for you. They will message like that. Since they just take from the analytics, every day 8 a.m. you are doing something. You are ordering something. Today you just missed. Okay. From that perspective, they just do some exploratory analysis, and they will make some decisions from that. After that, if it is not clear, we will go for some data modeling. There the machine learning comes into picture. Okay, data modeling. In that data modeling, we'll apply some algorithms on top of that, and we will classify them as based upon the history of the data. Okay, that's finally we will submit our results, whatever we get in the machine learning, and then we need to have a daily maintenance of training of the data for that. Okay, this is the life cycle what the data science engineer will do in a company. Okay, let's have as we discussed why we are talking about the data science. What's the need? Why we are frequently talking about the data science? Yeah, I'm going to answer that question. See, for example, I just give a small statistics for to answer this question. Let's see, this is an individuals using internet from 2005 to 2019 till now. See, in 2005 we have a little of 16.8 billion people throughout the world using the internet. Now, if you see the peak, it will become 53. It means it increased twice of the amount, twice of the amount. Okay. Then what I conclude is, if the internet, if while you are using internet, you are getting lot and lot of the amount of the data. Okay. What this Google and YouTube, what these people are doing is, if you are using internet too much, then they are collecting the whatever the history you have. Based upon the history, they will suggest you for something. as a simple example of YouTube, if you take YouTube and search for a cooking channel, and if you spend some time for seeing the cooking, and whenever you refresh and get on after an hour back, you will see a suggestions for you about the cooking videos. It's all about the data, whatever the history you did. Based upon that history, they just mm, they just find that history and give some analytics on top of, give some suggestions for you. Okay, in this level, the usage of the data in the internet is goes on increasing. There become more amount of data to analyze for us. There, then we will get the roles of data analytics and data science games in the picture. Okay, daily. If you take another example, if I am at the 2005, if I take 100 MB of data, cost is about 50 to 100 rupees for me. It costs 50 to 100 rupees. Even I am unable to dare to buy the 100 MB package for me, because if 100 MB is a big amount for me, even with that 100 MB, even we cannot see one HD quality video of just 4 to 5 minutes right now. There we struggle a lot because we don't have proper internet facility there. It's costly. Now daily we are using 2 to 3 MB on average, 2 to 3 GB on average. What's the cost of that? It's just 10 or 20 rupees. The cheaper the internet data is available, the generation of the data is goes on increasing. There, if the generation of data is goes on increasing, from that data, they will go on analytics and they will go on data science. All this came into picture. Okay. Now, simple thing, I will tell an analogy that instead of having lot of money with you, if you have a lot of data, you are the billionaire right now in the industry. That's what the Google, Amazon, and what all these people are doing. They have assets, but rather than that, they have the data of us. How the data deals with the machine learning, if you know, you will really amazed about that. Okay, let's dive on deep to that. Yeah, what we learn to data science. Data science is a combination of, as I said, data analysis and also some statistics we need to do on top of that, and also it's a combination of machine learning. When we combine these three pieces, we get to know it as a data scientist or a data science. Okay, let's see another. Yeah, everybody has a confusion that why I want to learn artificial intelligence, whether I need to learn artificial intelligence, whether I want to go for learning machine learning, whether I want to go for deep learning. Everybody has a confusion, but from my suggestion, learning first data science is the first priority, and in that we have statistics and machine learning. From that machine learning, if you deep dive on that, we will get to know the deep learning. Okay, first we need to start with the machine learning, and then if you get good knowledge in the machine learning, and if you go deep onto that, we will get to know about the deep learning. If you combine this machine and deep learning, we will get artificial intelligence. Okay, don't dive into the artificial intelligence if somebody is giving. First start with machine learning and have a taste of that, and go on deep into the deep learning. In the name itself, we need to go deep for learning. If you go deep into the machine learning, we will get deep learning. And if you combine the both, we will get artificial intelligence. That's it. And what is the future of? It's a question everybody need to raise. What would be the future of data science or a data scientist? Simply, as I said before, the availability of data is goes on increasing from day by day. Okay, if the data is going to increase, the data scientists and data analytics will need to be required for the market. Okay, simply, if you are about to passionate about the data, and they have lot and lot of opportunities for waiting for you. don't bother about the jobs. There are a lot of companies which they are going to automate the things. Uh, Already we had heard about the industry is going to automatic. They are going to use automatic things. If they are going to automatic things, the first rising of uh, job industry goes into the data. Okay, because the artificial intelligence is gains under this subset. Then why won't we have the jobs? The data is goes on increasing. We have lot and lot of opportunities on going to the industry. If you search about a popular website called Naukri, if you search simply as a data science, if you want something job for data science, I definitely assure you, you can find 2,000 to 3,000 requests or leads to apply for that position. Okay, and let's have a discussion about how the machine learning. Very I had given for a data scientist, the machine learning is the major thing. Let's have mission and learning. I just have a habit that before going to any definition, what there are two parts, mission and learning. How the mission going to learn? That's the concept of mission learning. Okay, simple thing. Uh, Everybody needs to learn from the past experience. For example, uh, I just want to show something for you. For example, this is for example, it's an apple. Uh, at the age of 2 or 3, you don't know that's an apple. Okay, and go on 10 years, 10 years, and you are somebody is telling it is an apple. Somebody is telling it is an apple. From that you get to know. When you see that, you get to know it is an apple. Okay, somebody is training you regarding to some particular object to name it as an apple. Okay, from that you learn it is an apple. Okay, all if you see the human cycle, they will basically learn from the experiences and whatever the data we have. Okay, from that the mission also learns from this experience in the sense the previous data, whatever the previous data we feed to the mission, based upon that previous data the mission tell that it is this, like that. Okay, I will going to give you some example for that. It's a basic definition of machine learning. As I said, I can learn anything automatically from the experience. Can you? Yes, I can learn from the past data. Okay, what the human do automatically, the machine will do with the help of the past data. This was happening in the machine learning. There are different kinds of machine learning: supervised, unsupervised, and we have reinforcement learning. These are the different types. We don't want to go deep dive onto that. Let's see how the machine learning can access. For example, if you nowadays, if you see some, let us talk about the coronavirus, the latest topic what we have. Based upon, if you see some websites, based upon that, they will tell that if you have the corona or not based in 1 or 2 minutes. How they are doing that? Simply, they are taking the past data from the patients. If I take the past data, for example, if a person has a headache and if a person has symptoms, if a person has headache and the temperature is this, and he has the functionalities of inside the body parts like that, it's related to one person. We will feed the data to the machine learning algorithm. If the machine learning algorithm learns from that, if a person has some 99 temperature, okay, in previous data he has corona, and the machine will tell that, okay, if you feed your data with a temperature of 99, the machine will tell that hope you have corona, because in previous data I have somebody is feeling with that symptoms. With that analogy, nowadays the people are trying to tell that within a span of 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, based upon the previous analogy or the previous data of the patients, based upon they will give to the mission, and the mission we just feed the data to the mission, and from that mission will learn, and there we come to give the some classification regarding to that. Okay, how this analogy all this happen, how the mission will take, is it like a human, how the mission will take, all you will get to know when we get to the deep dive into the machine learning. Okay, there we come to this supervised and supervised learning and reinforcement learning. Okay, it's all about a small introduction about how we are going to deal with the topic, and how the things are going into the market. Okay, that's it. It's a small introduction about. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. How is
Yes,
it?
sir. Is there any coding program required for this data science, sir?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I just forgot to say. Yeah, Python is required for this data science, but it's not. You are not in what we call. You are not a programmer. Just a little amount
Okay.
of Python, which how we need to manipulate the data is required for you. Even if you don't
Okay.
have any IT background, it's very fine for you. Python is a very easy. It's a very easy and easily returnable programming language.
Okay. For data science, we need to learn basic things of Python. Is it enough? Okay, right, sir?
Mhm. Yes, yes. Not about
Hello.
all the concepts. You can easily learn some how to handle a data frame. It's enough, and analytics.
Okay. Okay. And what is the if in case we are going to do the job in data science, most of the cases we need to work for data science or we need to work for machine learning wise concepts, sir?
Most of the cases we are going to learn work about machine learning.
Okay, okay. So data science is the basic part and we need to work for most of the cases for machine learning concepts only, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the duration for this course, sir? 3 months?
Yes. It's a duration of 3 months.
Okay, okay, fine. And is there any mini project wise or any projects are covered in this session, sir?
Yes. In this machine learning, we will see almost 20 algorithms like that. For every algorithm, I can give you a small project where how the algorithm will implement, and I will give the code for that. Okay. As I
Okay.
mentioned in the content, I will give
Okay.
the relative code for that. You can easily implement, and you can try on your home in your own laptop.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Is it fine? It's fine for me.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.